Hi, welcome to Medical Malfunction. So glad you're here. Today I'm going to give an update on my part of the journey, which, as you know, has been progressing as I've been adding content to the channel and to the website. But this was a big one, surgical intervention. Oh, the big dreaded surgery. So with my diagnosis, with the triple negative breast cancer anyway, they always want to go radical. They always want to, everybody just get rid of everything. Well, I didn't really feel that comfortable with that. So if you've been keeping up with the journey, I actually went to get a second opinion. I cleared that with my insurance company, and that was covered. So I went to the institution where I had my surgery done 1 week ago and 1 day ago. And I have to tell you, it was so far a really good decision. The thoughts I had about how much surgical intervention I needed, they were pretty much on the same page, as far as that goes. There was a lot of discussion in my case about how much treatment I'd had in the past, because I'd had the Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2006. And for that, it was like, what do they say? Fly swatter, fire extinguisher, fire bombing, I don't know, whatever that expression is, So in my case, I just wanted to make sure that I was doing something reasonable, but something that would still have the effect that it needed to have. And that is basically prophylactic at this point, from what we can tell so far. But this was what I like to call the last of the heavy lifting as far as that goes. There's more to come, believe it or not. There's that other big debate about the radiation. Well, I have an answer for that. I guess we're doing it. So we'll talk more about that as that schedule comes up. But what I will say is getting that second opinion from the institution where I've been getting treatment right now at the moment. I haven't abandoned my original oncologist. That's not it. She's still in the mix. But I will say this, choosing a surgeon, getting more options, hearing more information, finding out what the reasoning behind everything is, and why the different opinions are different. It's been really key to me understanding and making these things happen. And frankly, I was going into it not really sure I could even trust some of this anyway, because I said, well, I'm going to be unconscious. They could just do whatever they want to do to me anyway, right? There's nothing I can do about it. But so far, things have been even better than I expected, other than obviously I'm a little bit tired this week and kind of had my butt kicked a little bit. Nothing like what it could have been or would have been, but I'm also still getting treatment. I'm not just sitting around wondering or waiting or having everybody just, okay, no problem. I literally had one of the offices say that. Okay, no problem. No, it's a big problem. So I figured it out and moving straight ahead as much as you can. So there were a few surprises. By that I mean quite a few leading up to the surgery, and I won't say I was like a total calm, cool, and collected Susie about it, because usually I am, but this one got like a little bit in my head. But that's because there were all these little surprises about it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about scheduling a surgery, how to find different ways to save on a surgery, to plan for a surgery, to all those other things. So there's more to come about the surgical part. But as far as today goes, I've been using my patient portal. And so there were a lot of reports coming in after that procedure because they did, pathology on the OR table. All in all, I guess it took about 3 or 4 days for everything to come in. And so business days, of course. And so I finally got all that back, and honestly, I don't think it could read any better if I put it in there myself. It's as good as it could possibly be. So make sure you're reading things for yourself. If you have questions, ask them. I guess I did have one, but it doesn't really matter. They dyed my lymph node, and then they didn't even use that one. So what are they doing? But other than that, procedure went fine. Institution was great. I guess prestige medicine is still a thing. And yeah, so we'll talk tips for surgical planning, financial planning, work planning, FMLA, a few other things like that. And just some other things, not that they've changed that much, but yeah, some things never change. But got a few updates that might be helpful. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So far, surgical outcome, good. Pathology report, good. And so, hair, not so good. I'll get it fixed on Tuesday. We're sticking with the red, but yeah. And I did shower, so there we go. We're making progress, not too bad. All right, well, it's time to go out there and get some good medicine and give some good medicine. Thanks for being here.